Happy Sentinels Tuesday, everybody. Last week of the month, so we've got our environment deck for the month. It is the Crystal Castle from She-Ra, created by Archie VII and Doomslug. I don't know a darn thing about this deck, although it's very clearly some kind of old abandoned castle, and it's full of simulations. Our villain for today is Paradoxical Pirate Le Capitan. Weirdly, I just did a physical game against Le Capitan yesterday, and it took 18 rounds for us to win. Fighting Le Capitan, we have first appearance Mr. Fixer, Quicksilver Test Subject Harbinger 1, Night Stalker Raven, and a new variant for the Queen of Hatred, the Magical Girl of Love, because those things go together, and these heroes make sense. Alright, so, start a game, Le Capitan gets the time ship in the trash in one crew, and we unfortunately have Mabel. Start of turn, if there are no villain targets other than Le Capitan in play, she gets a card play. When a hero card is destroyed by a villain card, she still steals it. And end of turn, if there are 4 or more cards under her, or she played Raiding Party, she flips. Otherwise, she gets the highest for 3 melee damage, and then she gets the highest for 2 projectile damage. So, start of turn, Mabel plays the top card of the villain deck, which is rare, because usually I kill her the moment she comes out. Lepese comes out, he deals no damage. And then her actual card play is all together now. Go frickin' figure. It's the highest for 3, that's Mr. Fixer. And there's the ship now, too. This is like the worst starting thing she could have possibly done. She gets the highest for 3, that's Quicksilver. She gets the highest for 2, that'll be Raven, I guess. And then we play one more card, and it's Temporal Thief. Awesome. Everybody take 1 psychic damage. Okay, well, we have our work cut out for us. Okay, Mr. Fixer will start off with Driving Mantis, because it's the best style. His power is Sifu's Strike. Mr. Fixer deals a target 1 melee damage. Discard a card, 1 player draws a card. He will hit Lepese for 1. Discard a card, and I'm just going to let him draw the card and draw a card. Quicksilver will Alloy Storm. It's everything for 1 projectile damage. Important because Mabel immune to melee damage. And then off of that, we'll do Guard Breaker. 3 reduced melee damage to Lepese. And then power, let's put a card from my trash back in my hand. Draw a card. Raven will play a Boomerang and use the Boomerang. We'll drop Lepese and hit Mabel for 2. Hopefully, the Queen of Hatred can take her out. Draw a card. Okay, Queen of Hatred will start off with Purpose of a Magical Girl. The start of your turn, and when this card enters play, the non-hero target with highest HP becomes your nemesis until the start of your next turn. So, boop, that's Le Capitan right now. Her power is With Love. Queen of Hatred deals a target 2 energy damage. Somehow I don't believe that. Let's hit Mabel. Draw a card. Crystal Castle starts off with a Castle Guardian, Giant Robo Spider, always fun. Reduce the first damage dealt to this card each turn by X, where X is the number of simulation cards in the environment trash. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals a non-environment target with the second highest HP, 3 melee damage. And that is Mr. Fixer, who takes all 3. Okay, start of turn, Mabel plays the top card of the deck. It's Plunder. We destroy 2 hero ongoing or equipment cards. Each villain target regains 2 HP, that's unfortunate. And then we shuffle all of that back into the villain deck and play another card. Chip comes out. Good, nobody cares. End of turn, she flips. So La Paradoja Magnifica is in play. Shuffle the villain trash into the villain deck. Done. Skip any end of villain turn effects on villain cards. Oh, thank goodness. For every 3 damage dealt to La Paradoja Magnifica, return a card under Le Capitan to its trash. At the end of each hero turn, return a card under Le Capitan to its trash. If a card is returned this way, La Paradoja Magnifica deals the highest HP target associated with that deck 4 projectile damage. Start of turn, she flips. Okay, that's actually pretty reasonable. Alright, so nothing else happens, which is great, because we would have also lost Driving Mantis and gotten another card play and taken 2 more damage. Let us charge. Hit the ship for 2, and then he will Sifu Strike it for 1 more. Discard a card, we'll let Quicksilver draw a card. Draw 1 more card. Oh yeah, and that removes a card from underneath her. So, end of turn, she puts a card back and hits Mr. Fixer for 4. Let's do Iron Retort. I have a feeling that's going to be useful. We'll use her power to put Guard Breaker back in her hand. Draw a card. End of turn, we move a card out from under Le Capitan. 4 damage to Quicksilver. So, oh yeah, actually, I should have drawn a card and she healed 2. Destroy that card, and I can play a card. Start with Alloy Storm. Easy to keep track of 3 damage on the ship, thankfully. And then Guard Breaker, let's destroy Mabel, because she's got 3 or fewer HP. That was a good turn. Raven will play Smoke Pellets, and this is going to go very easily here. Hit everything for 1. She will reduce the next damage dealt to herself by 2. Move a card from underneath to its trash, and so she gets only hit for 2. Alright, so that Nemesis wears off. I guess Queen of Hatred will play In the Name of Love and Justice. At the start of your turn, Queen of Hatred deals a target that is her nemesis 1 energy damage. End of your turn, she deals a target that is her nemesis 1 energy damage. Of course, she doesn't have any right now, but we'll use her power to hit La Paradoja Magnifica. That's 3 more damage off of it. Another card to the trash. Draw a card. Oh, I get it, and if she flips with cards under her, she just keeps those. So she flips faster next time. But she returns that last card and hits Queen of Hatred for 4. Crystal Castle plays Countermeasures, Security. End of the environment turn, or when a simulation is destroyed, this card deals the 2 hero targets with the highest HP 2 melee damage each. At the end of each turn, each target was dealt damage by this card. This turn deals itself 1 toxic damage. Alright, so the Castle Guardian hits the second highest for 3. That'll be Quicksilver. Countermeasures hit Raven and Queen of Hatred, and they both hit themselves for 1. Start of turn, Le Capitan flips back, we shuffle the trash into its deck, and Chip hits the highest for 2, which is Mr. Fixer. We'll rewrite that to the ship. She plays Raiding Party. God damn it. Le Paste. Battle Forge, that's not good. And Siege Breaker, we are going to destroy Smoke Pellets. So she played Raiding Party, which means end of turn she flips again. She won't be dealing any damage. That's nice. Well, she'll deal A damage. Oh yeah, and that skips all the end of turn effects also. I was actually supposed to move the ship to the trash, so that means it should have full HP again, darn it. Okay, so that's it for her turn. Mr. Fixer will play a Pipe Wrench and hit the ship for 2, and discard a card, let himself draw a card and draw a card, and then end of his turn, we return that card and hit him for 3, because Pipe Wrench. So that's it for the damage dealing. Quicksilver will play Combo Chain, and let's return Stress Hardening to her hand and draw a card. Raven will go to Roost, draw 2 cards, and then with her power she can play an equipment card. Do I have any? I don't. Yeah. Huh. Oh well. Draw a card. Actually didn't really have anything else I could do. Queen of Hatred will Hope. We're going to take and search her deck and trash for an ongoing equipment card, put it into play. If I search my deck, shuffle it. Oh, I think we'll do Desperate Evil. This card is playing at the start of your turn. The non-hero target with the lowest HP becomes Queen of Hatred's nemesis until the start of your next turn. That is the Castle Guardian. Powers, discard a card, play a card. Yeah, I'm going to do that actually. Discard a card, we'll play here to help. Destroy up to X ongoing or environment cards, or X the number of nemesis Queen of Hatred has. So that's 1, we'll get rid of the countermeasures. I can destroy a target with 1 or fewer HP, or draw a card, I will draw a card. And then draw a card, and at the end of her turn, she hits the Guardian for 2. Crystal Castle plays Combat Training. Here's our first actual simulation. When this card is destroyed, play the top card of the environment deck. Guaranteed I'll forget that. When another simulation enters play, shuffle this card into the environment deck. And all simulations work that way. End of the environment turn, each non-hero target deals 1 hero target 1 irreducible melee damage. Huh. Not great. Castle Guardian hits the second highest for 3. I guess that'll be Quicksilver. And each non-hero target deals 1 hero target 1 irreducible melee damage. The only one we really care about is the Castle Guardian not hitting Queen of Hatred. So we'll have that hit, Mr. Fixer, and he'll redirect it to the ship. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more hits, which we will parse out amongst the heroes. 4, 5, and Raven will take 1 more. Alright, start of turn. Paradoja Magnifica goes back to the trash and she flips. Oh yeah, and Chip. Oh shoot. Chip will hit Mr. Fixer for 2. He will redirect that to Lepe East, who does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 energy damage to the highest. Quicksilver will take that. Ooh. And then she plays Plunder again. God damn it. So we're destroying all but 1 of those cards. Well, let's see. Order matters. This card is destroyed. You may put up to 2 equipment cards from your trash into play. Okay, so that's 1. Put both of those into play. 2, 3. So now I only have to destroy 2 other cards. I guess Combo Chain and Pipe Wrench. Each villain target regains 2 HP, of course. Okay, she has 5 cards, so she flips again. Good news is we don't get any other end of turn effects. We really do need to take out Lepe East, though. Like, we can hit the ship for 1 and that'll take care of all the cards. Or, well, hit the ship for 3 and that'll take care of all the cards. Okay, Mr. Fixer will Hoist Chain, I guess. Hit Lepe East for 1, so he at least deals less damage if we don't kill him. And then discard a card and let himself draw a card and draw a card. End of turn, return a card, and he gets hit for 4. Blah. Quicksilver will play Malleable Armor. She'll use Malleable Armor to regain 3 HP, draw a card, return a card, she takes 4. She has no usable powers, and no way to get equipment cards. This is ridiculous. Raven's going to do Crime Scene Reconstruction. Discard the top card of her deck, reveal and replace top card of each deck, and I can move a card from a trash to the top of its deck. She gets, Mabel, awesome. Crystal's Castle has another simulation coming out. That's good because that'll get rid of this one. We'll move Combo Chain back on top of Quicksilver's deck, and then we skip her power again, draw a card. Alright, start of her turn, Queen of Hatred takes out the Castle Guardian. That's nice. And then, on here, target with the lowest HP. Oh, is L'Epeiste. That's helpful. Queen of Hatred will play Arcana Slave. Oh, I've been forgetting to, let's see, return a card on Raven's turn. Queen of Hatred deals up to 5 targets 2 projectile damage. She may deal one of her nemesis X energy damage, where X is the number of targets dealt damage this way. So, and then she can do, 5 damage to L'Epeiste and take him out. And then we'll use her base power to hit La Paradoja Magnifica, discard a card from under her, draw a card, and finally discard the last card, and she takes 4 damage. And that's it. Crystal Castle plays Momentous Catalyst. So we shuffle the previous simulation into the deck. At the end of the environment turn, the hero with the highest HP discards their hand, draws 4 cards, and uses a power. And that's either Mr. Fixer or Queen of Hatred. I'm going to do Queen of Hatred. 4 cards for her now. Did I get anything worth playing? Yeah. We're going to use the power on Desperate Evil, discard a card, and play Purpose of a Magical Girl again, so she gets more nemesis. That one's not a bad simulation. Alright, start of turn, time ship goes away and she flips back over. Chip hits the highest for 2, that's Mr. Fixer. We'll just send it right back at him. Actually, no, I think I want to hit Battleforge with that. He's our next target. She plays Mabel. Oh, that's right, we knew that. End of turn, she hits the highest for 3, that'll be Queen of Hatred. And then she hits the highest for 2, that's Mr. Fixer. Chip hits the highest for 2, that's the Raven. Battleforge hits the absolute lowest for 4, that is the simulation. Siegebreaker hits the 2 highest for 2, that is Mr. Fixer and Quicksilver. And then we destroy a card, that'll be the Hoist Chain. Could be worse, somehow. Oh, here's a good idea. How about a Jackhandle? Sifu Strike. He won't hit Mabel or Siegebreaker, but that's fine. He will actually let Queen of Hatred draw a card. Draw a card. Let's do Liquid Metal. Coalescing Spear, Forest of Needles. She'll deal herself no damage and play a combo now. Coalescing Spear, hit Mabel with that. I don't think Alloy Storm is worth it, so let's play Forest of Needles off that. Let's use that to hit Battleforged for 3. And then Power, throw that back in her hand. Draw a card. Okay, Raven's finally got equipment again. Smoke Pellets, let's do it. That does hit me. Drops the Simulator, which plays the top card of the environment deck. It's another castle, and it now has damage reduction. Let's reduce the next damage dealt to... how about herself? Draw a card. Alright, start of turn. Queen of Hatred gets the highest and lowest as her nemesis. That's Le Capitan and Mabel. And she deals a target that is her nemesis 1 energy damage. Let's make that 2 to Mabel. And then let's play Lovely Presence. The first time each turn, Queen of Hatred deals damage to each of her nemesis. A hero target regains a hit point. Power is Queen of Hatred deals a target 2 melee damage. Another hero target regains a hit point. Oh, hey, that's an improvement. Let's use that. Hit Le Capitan for 3. Another hero target regains a hit point. How about Quicksilver? And then 1 hero target regains a hit point. How about the Raven, since she was dumb and put herself on top? Draw a card. End of turn, she deals her nemesis 2 energy damage. Crystal Castle plays Light Hope. Administrator. So you'll remember Light Hope from She-Ra's deck. This is like her, but a different her or something. Simulations are immune to damage. She's a program. The first damage dealt by a hero target each turn by 1. Oh, neat. Castle Guardian is the second highest for 3. That is Raven, who takes 1. Okay, start of turn. Chip hits the highest for 2. That'll be Queen of Hatred, I guess. And then she plays a Motley Crew. Of course she does. Mabel comes back, and so does L'Epeiste. Lovely. And that plays the top card of the villain deck. It's Captain's Orders, of course it is. End of turn, she hits the highest for 3. That is the Raven. She hits the highest for 2. That's Mr. Fixer. Is that projectile damage? That is projectile damage. We'll redirect it to Mabel. Chip hits the highest for 2. That's Mr. Fixer. Oh boy, Battleforge kills somebody. It's going to be Raven because she has been doing absolutely nothing all game. Siegebreaker hits Quicksilver and Queen of Hatred for 2. Mabel destroys a something. I'm going to make it Driving Mantis, believe it or not. And then the lowest hits the lowest for 3, and oh fuck, that's Queen of Hatred, who is also dead now. Well, this game may be very short in the not a usual way method. Okay, so we have issues. Grease Monkey Fist. First damage he deals is increased by 1, and will also not be melee, so he can hit Mabel with it. He hits everybody else for 2. He discards his last card and lets himself draw a card. Draw a card. At least nothing's happening on our turn. Alloy Storm, because this will take out Chip and Battleforged and Mabel. Oh yeah, and one of those was increased by 1. Let's have it be a hit to L'Epeiste. Well, I can do Forest of Needles off of that. Let's do 3 melee damage to L'Epeiste. There, that's a little better. And then power, I'm going to throw Ally Storm back in her hand, draw a card. You know, I realize I actually should have had Quicksilver get hit. She still would have died, but only she would have died. Damn it. Alright, Raven has one player plays an equipment card, one player destroys one of their equipment cards. If they do, they summon an equipment card, or destroy a villain ongoing. How about that? Queen of Hatred. One hero may deal a target 2 energy damage. That sounds good. Shuffle a non-character card into its deck. Play the top card of that deck. That also sounds good for when the ship comes out. One player may play a target. Yeah, we'll have Mr. Fixer deal a target 2 energy damage. Make that 3 to Le Capitan. Actually, sorry, 4 to Le Capitan, and 3 to everything else. Takes out the Guardian. Crystal Castle plays Moments of Humanity, Simulations. This is immune to damage right now. Which, if it's a good one, maybe that's nice. End of the environment turn, one player may draw a card. Then if Light Hope is in play, discard this card. So I think that means put it in the trash. We'll have Mr. Fixer draw a card, and then that goes away. I was forgetting the damage reduction on the Guardian, but I don't think it mattered. Hit it a lot of times. Le Capitan plays a card for some reason. It's True Shot. Good, I can ignore her. She hits the highest for 3. That will be Mr. Fixer. Oof. Then she hits the highest for 2. That's Quicksilver. I'm losing at least one more hero right now. Siegebreaker takes out Mr. Fixer. Yeah, I know this is game over. Shit. And he hits Quicksilver, who is restored to 1 HP, and then True Shot takes her out. Okay, that was rough. Let's take a look at the rest of Crystal Castle's deck. Security Protocol. When this card enters play, reveal cards on the top of the environment deck until a security card is revealed. Put it into play and shuffle the other revealed cards into the environment deck. Increase damage dealt to hero targets by environment cards by 1. Not great. Wishful Fantasy Simulation. Reduce damage dealt by hero targets by 1. At the end of the environment turn, each hero target regains 2 HP. Empty Chamber. When this card enters play, put all simulation cards in play and the top card of the environment deck into the environment trash. At the start of the environment turn, each player discards a card, then destroy this card. Painful Memories. At the end of the environment turn, move a random card from each non-environment trash to the top of its deck. Misleading Projection, also a simulation. First time each target deals damage each turn, it deals itself 3 irreducible melee damage. And Hacked Simulation, at the end of the environment turn, with the top card of the villain deck, easily the worst simulation. But there you go. That's the Crystal Castle, built by the Ancient Ones or something, and full of hazards. Very interesting deck. It's nice that you can only have 1 hazard at a time. But that's all for this one. You can find the Crystal Castle on Sentinels of Etheria, of course. You can find Paradoxical Pirate Le Capitan on Adelphage's Archives. You can find Night Stalker the Raven on Walker's Workbench, and Queen of Hatred on Project Moon Sentinels. As always, thank you for watching. Thanks everybody for coming to chat. It was nice having you here to watch my occasional defeat. It's momentous. It happens. Tabletop Simulator, the Raven Sentinels called DLC, Sentinels of Etheria, Adelphage's Archives, Walker's Workbench, and Project Moon Sentinels. Not like screen games. Please support the official release and flip. God, I really hope they cannot hear the dog.